All right. I am recording for anyone who can't make it. Sorry for my dog. I have to have my front door open because everyone's playing right outside my door here. So I'm watching them. Okay, so we're going to get this thing going. We're going to get this party started. So welcome to our call. Quick background story or quick backstory. I'm so excited to have Kim on tonight. We were all together in Scottsdale like a week or two ago. And Shauna, who I don't know if she's on here yet or not, but Shauna is Kim's coach, or Kim's somewhere, they're all on the same team, right?
Yes.
Right. And she put up this post about Kim being in Success Club 10 for 84 months straight in a row. And we were sitting at lunch and I looked at Kim and I was like, what exactly do you do? And like, it's so simple and so basic that I wanted to have her on and just share. And even better is Kim doesn't even really build on Instagram. So for those of you who maybe aren't over there yet, aren't really, comfortable with Instagram, Kim has a whole like system that's very simple, very doable. I wanted to add, I know you're a mom, is it of 3 or 4? Three. Okay. And do you work full time?
And I have a full-time corporate job.
And she has a full-time corporate job. So she does this around her corporate job. Her kiddos are busy, little ones. I think you've got a couple, like
3.
3 of them. And she's a 5-star diamond coach. So, and what she does is so simple, you guys, that like, it should just so excite you to get to work and build your business as big as you want to build it. So I am going to hand it over to Kim for, go ahead and share. And then if you guys have questions, put them in the chat. And then we will, answer questions. She'll answer questions when she's done.
Sure. So thank you for having me. I'm super excited. So it's so funny. Lindsay and I were messaging back and forth and I'm like screenshotting like my scripts to her. And I'm like, it's just this easy. I'm like, and then you just ask a question and then you just give her this script. And Lindsay's like, okay, hold on. Like, just come on my team call and tell me this. Cause I like, it's like, I'm like, no, it's really that simple. Like I don't do anything else. So I really feel, and this is funny too, because Lindsay asked Shauna, she said, what does Kim do? And Lindsay goes, I'm going to ask her what she does. And Shauna said, if you ask Kim, she's going to tell you all she does is the vital behaviors. So at lunch, Lindsay goes, Kim, what do you do? And I'm like, honestly, I just do the vital behaviors, and everyone starts laughing. But that is the truth. And it really is a process. And that's what makes it so simple, because if you really do the vital behaviors, it becomes like second nature and it becomes not salesy. So because I do my workout every single day and I post it on my main feed of Facebook and I post it to my stories. I'm on Instagram, but I totally don't use it the right way. Like I haven't gotten that far yet. Because that's just like my following has just always just been like on Facebook, and I bond with people more that way. So I'm doing all the things. I'm a product of the product. I post my Energize and I mix collagen in it every single morning, and I somehow post that or share about it. And it's every single day. And I drink my shake every single day, and my 3-year-old shares it with me every single day. And I always post something silly about it. So that way, when I'm like sending invites, it's not weird to people because they already see me doing it. And I would never ask somebody to do something that I'm not already doing every day. So they need to see that it's totally achievable. In fact, I think that was like my simple post maybe last week. I said, this workout was 30 minutes. And I literally put, this is achievable, because it is. Like, our meal plans are achievable. Everything is achievable. I let everybody know that. So, and then going back to the vital behaviors, I totally, like, after leadership, had a shift into personal development, which I haven't done admittedly in quite some time. So I kind of I dove right back into that every morning. And Shauna said, you should mention that on the call, because she's like, I'm already noticing a difference like in your mindset since we've been back from leadership. So that's so important too. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy. Like, make it something you enjoy, and it just has to be 10 minutes. It's not a big deal. But my invites, which is one of the vital behaviors, is I do send 5 to 10 invites every single day, like new invites. And I also send 5 to 10 follow-ups every single day. And when I do it, it's so simple. And because I follow like the vital behaviors of like building relationships, when I'm scrolling social media, I'm constantly commenting and asking questions. So when I invite somebody to my next challenge, I don't have to say, oh, do you have kids? Because I already know that because I'm constantly interacting with their posts on Facebook before I send them a message. So like I'll be scrolling my Facebook feed at like 9 o'clock at night and I see someone's name and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to messages. Have I invited her before? No. Like, hey, Gina, it's been a while since we've talked and I have this group starting in October. It's, 30-minute workouts. The goal is to lose 5 to 10 pounds. And it's simple nutrition. Meal plans are included and it's $20 off this month. Do you want to join us? ? Like that's all I say. To be honest with you, like 85% of the people don't even answer me. But the ones that do, it goes into a very simple conversation, which is what I was sharing with Lindsay. When they come back and say, well, can you tell me more? And I say, how much are you looking to lose? Like that is the one sentence that I come back with. That's it. How much are you looking to lose? Because it makes them answer. It makes them admit in their brain that they have weight to lose. And then it makes them admit in an answer, an actual number. So when they say, I'm looking to lose 40 pounds, I say, oh my gosh, I can totally help you do that. And then I'll usually send like a before and after of myself. And I can say, hey, like I've lost 27 pounds after my third child. These are my results. I can help you lose 40. And then that's my personal part of the conversation. And then I copy and paste my script again. And I say, and I'll send this to Lindsay so she can share it with you guys. I simply say like our workouts are done at home, anywhere there's Wi-Fi. They're 30 minutes, I say most are 30 minutes or less. And I say that it includes replacing one meal a day with our superfood shake. And I provide weekly meal plans and those include recipes and shopping lists. So it makes this super simple. And then I'll usually say results are guaranteed. And I say, I mean business and I'd love to have you start with us. And I end it with a question. Do you think this is something that will help you? ? Because now it makes them think in their brain, because yes, like that will help people. It's like, it's so simple. So the answer is yes. I think this will help me. And then I say, this package includes access to a year, capital letters, of all of our programs. It includes 30 days of our superfood shake, and it includes my group, my support for accountability, the weekly meal plans, recipe shopping list, and for $140, that's what you get. And then usually it like wraps up from there. They may have a few other questions, but like there's no other word vomit. Like that's it. I have like 3 copy and pasted scripts that are saved from the notes on my phone. I work 100% from my iPhone. I don't have like a computer or a Google Drive or anything I keep my stuff on. So these are all like little segments of notes on my phone that I just go to and I copy and paste when somebody sends me a message. After I'm including those little personal touches, like how much are you looking to lose? And I can totally help you do that. And that's it, like that. Oh, and then once they commit to it, I will say, okay, so like 2 days ago, I signed up somebody, she wants to lose 40 pounds. So I said, might I suggest, since you want to lose 40 pounds, that you sign up for our preferred customer program. I said, I'm suggesting this because realistically, you will not lose 40 pounds in 1 month. And if you continue the program, this will save you $26 a month on your meal plan, on your meal replacement. And I say, do you want to sign up this way? I like to offer it because it's a savings overall. And that's how I start it that way. This person actually said no the other day, but I was like, okay, whatever. But I like putting that in there too, because I do offer it because I don't want to not offer somebody a savings. And like I said, like I'm not lying. If they want to lose 40 pounds, they're not going to do that in 1 month. So if they're going to follow like MM100, I love when people want to do that program because it's 100 days. I love promoting it. I've had awesome results from it. And if they're doing something for 100 days, then they should automatically want to be a coach or a preferred customer, because 100 days is at least 3 months of following the plan, when that includes either performance or weight damage. So that's like a no-brainer to me too. So like the longer programs, I love it because it's easy to say, hey, if you're doing this for 100 days and you're committing, I highly recommend you sign up this way. It's a cost savings either way. And that's kind of like my simple plan. I think like being super positive is big. And I think not letting the people that ignore you, like, I don't care. Like, I will go back to those people that ignored me. And I don't even have some fancy contact system to go back to them. As I'm scrolling my messages one day, I may go back to like 2019 and I'm like, oh, like, and I'll just say, hey, Lindsay, it's been a while. You know, like, we have some brand new programs that just came out. So I was thinking of you. Did you want to join us this round? You know, and it's like as simple as that. It's not, I don't think it's yucky. I've never had like any negative feedback from it. And I honestly believe that the more invites I send, the more it introduces it to the universe and the more it comes back to me. I think I focus a lot because I do have a full-time job and young kids. So I focus a lot on revenue generating activities. So if I'm going to do nothing Beachbody for the day, and that means like nothing outside of my workout and shake, because I will do that every single day, no matter what. But if I do nothing else, then I'll at least send 5 follow-ups because that's where the fortune is. That's a revenue generating activity. And that's what I'll do. So like today was a super busy day. Tonight's a busy night. I still have to go pick up my daughter after this. And I will at some point at least send like my 5 to 10 follow-up messages tonight. And that will be, that'll be like my power hour for the day. So super simple. I just focus on like being friendly. I'm already forming with people. I'm already building relationships just through daily, like main feed, social media interaction.
So do you mind, I know we talked about this a little bit too. Do you mind sharing a little bit about how you grow the people? I know I know that could be a whole thing, but she has some very creative ideas about how she has more people to talk to. And again, this is all Facebook. Like, this isn't even Instagram, which is kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like zero Instagram. I'm really Instagram stupid. I like know enough to post a story, but I don't even do anything fancy with that because I don't even really know how. So when I first joined Facebook and I first became a Beachbody coach, I was like, I am going to do this and I'm going to rock this business. And I joined like every local moms group and every business networking group on Facebook that there was. And anything that was in person, I freaking went to. I ended up being like the admin of 2 networking groups, like here, like in the Bartlett area and then the Fox Valley area. Now, but these people weren't people I was trying to sell to. It was like people that like have become my lifelong friends. Like people that I met in this networking group were people that threw my baby shower for me. And they are not my customers or my coaches, but it's just networking. And when somebody posts something like in a mom's group, hey, does anybody know anything about Shakeology? I'll have like 10 random moms tag me in it. And that's because I've met them in person, face to face. They know what I do. I've handed them samples up teen times of Shakeology packets at these events. Also, obviously, like with COVID, those events kind of like came to an end in person. But I still am very involved in moms groups. I comment on questions in moms groups all the time. Like, even if it's something so dumb, like, hey moms, my kid's eczema keeps like acting up. What should I do? Do you have any advice? Like, I'll comment on that because I want my name coming up on everyone's like questions and answers. And like when I bond with somebody, it's like, it's not creepy when I send them a friend request. And then that way, when they're my friend, they see everything I'm doing on my main feed. And again, I'm not trying to sell to them. Eventually I will send the invite because they're like randomly going to be on my list or whatever. But it's, again, just building relationships. So I'm in a lot of like Lyme disease groups and stuff. And I've met a lot of moms through there, and I've met a lot of my coaches from those groups. And it's just because I'm constantly answering questions and sending support. Or if I don't have an answer, I'll say, oh, poor mama, I'm sending hugs. And I'm not being fake. That's genuinely me. I am genuinely sending that person a hug, but it's also connecting with somebody, making that connection. I was telling Lindsay, I had like an Elf on the Shelf ideas group. I mean, there's like 700 people in that group. And so, but I post value to it because I do share Elf on the Shelf ideas. And guess what else I share? I share all of my December recipes and meal plans in that group. And I don't call it like, ooh, join my free meal plan group. It's just the Elf on the Shelf group. and for nothing at all, I'm sharing my soup recipe for the day or whatever it is. And those people, in order to be in that group, they do have to send me a friend request. Like I just have it set up that way, but then I have that many more friends. And I had the TV show This Is Us. I created a This Is Us fans group, and like I posted it in moms groups, and I was like, hey, is anyone else obsessed with Jack just like I am? I have this group and I love talking about it. Here's the Facebook group link if you want to join it. And I just bonding with people over like TV shows and Up on the Shelf and little kid stuff. And I'm not saying you have to be like an admin or an owner of a group and come up with these ideas. It's just about like creating new friendships. And so it's not super creepy when they're my friend because they're in my elf group and they see my feed all the time. And then I don't even know they're in my elf group. And I'm like, hey, Lisa, I have this group this month and it's got Shaun T's brand new workout and that's included in this and it's going to be amazing. Results are incredible. Do you want to join us? And it's like I said, it's not salesy because she sees me do it every day. So it's not like coming out of nowhere. I haven't talked to you in 20 years type thing because I post value in those groups nonstop.
So I used to do, I'm kind of like 50-50, 50 Instagram, 50 Facebook. I kind of go back and forth. And I'm a twin mom. And for whatever reason, I've really embraced it hardcore, even like more in the past month. And so I went into this group. There's tons of them, thousands and thousands of them, and new twin moms coming up, like having babies every day. And so I go in and I posted a picture of me and the boys. And I was like, my boys are going on 9 years old. How old are your kids? And I'm not kidding. We're still talking. There's 200 comments. Yeah. And I've made, I don't even know how many friends, just because I was like, oh yeah, groups, mom groups. So if that gives you guys ideas for whatever, I know we have Melissa on the call and she's kind of honing in on this adoptive foster mom type of brand. So I don't know, Melissa, if that gives you an idea to create a group or something for support, but anyways, just want to pass that along. Do you guys?
Yeah, I had, like when I had Everly, I was due in June. And I like would post to mom's group, I'm pregnant. Is anybody else due in June? I have a Facebook group because I really want to like talk to other moms that are going through the exact same things that I am along the way. So the due in June group had like 200 people in it. And I don't post in there anymore. And I did not post anything Beachbody in that group. But again, it's just about having relationships and forming with these people. And like having them not think, because I think I am a nice person, but having them like think that I'm a nice person. You know what I mean? Like they get to see a glimpse of like my everyday life. Like I'm a real mom with real kids and I have a job and I'm still doing this. And I mean, hey, like if they want to be my customer someday, great. But I don't feel bad sending them an invite to my group because it's just simple. And if they don't want to join, then I'm going to find somebody else that does.
So good. Okay, how do you keep them engaged throughout the 100 days, for example? Are you talking about once they're on like Morning Meltdown, Jen? Or are you talking about conversations before she invites them?
I think she said once they're in my group for 100 days. Yeah, so and this is funny too, like I don't even use like the mompreneur content or anything. I'll post my selfie, I'll post like a checklist, like, hey, I woke up this morning, I had Energize, collagen, Shakeology will be after the bus stop, and I did, like cardio meltdown this morning, and I'll post my picture, and then everyone else in the group does that too. And then we all post one picture a day of what we're eating, and then I always have them post their Shakeology or their Energize or whatever else they're doing. And then keeping engaged, because that's like a requirement, we all just do it, and like we are engaging. So if someone comments, I'll say like, oh, great job. Or somebody else will say like, oh, how do you like that program? Also, my group is ongoing all of the time. So every time I'm adding new people, it like revives the old people because they're like, oh, she's starting, let's get up. I think I'm going to do that. Like I was doing Bar Blend. I didn't really like it, but since Kim's going to start 645, I think I'm going to do that with you, Kim. And it like revives the people that have been in there forever. And it's easier for me to have an ongoing group. I still on Facebook, I'll still promote like, hey, my group is going to start October 19th. like my group's not starting October 19th. That's just like saying it because like that's what drags people in, right? Like you want to give a date, you want to give a deadline, but my group is ongoing. The goal is to get people to join and start with me every single Monday is to add one new person to my group. And nobody needs to know that it's already existing. Nobody needs to know that like they're the only person that's starting with me on Monday, because it doesn't feel that way in the group. Like the meal plans are there in the Google Drive, in the folder for them to use. Like I will guide them to what to do when they first get started. And then I do post a Shakeology recipe every single day because I want people to know that it's like required and it's a thing. Like it's part of the plan. So I'll find like on Google Images something like, you know, whatever it is, strawberry banana split, and I'll post the recipe. And tomorrow is like the mocha frappuccino Shakeology recipe, and I post one every day so that they know, like, hey, this is here. You should be drinking it.
Well, that's a smart idea. I do like once a week the ingredient, something about the ingredient, but I like that recipe idea.
Yeah, I have done that since like day one because they're all out there. I mean, there's thousands of recipes out there, even on like the Google Drive. It's like recipes by flavor. So I'll pick one and I'll post the link. Or if you go to the Beachbody blog, you can find, you know, Halloween spooky Shakeology recipes and like post the link to your group so people can see it. But I make it a priority. I post in there every morning at the very latest before 7 a.m. every morning so that they like I am starting their day. And they see that I've already done my workout.
Love it. Do you use BOD groups or Facebook groups?
So I have a BOD group because we have to, but I do not post in there. I don't find that I have the same bond in there. I mean, that's not what Carl probably wants me to tell everybody, but I use a Facebook group. I feel like I have much more interaction with people. And that we can bond better together. I think BOD groups is great for tracking purposes, and especially for like your measurements and getting everything in there. And if you're like a type A personality where you want to like track your goals and your weight loss and your inches, that's the place to be. And I tell my challengers, absolutely, you could be in the BOD group and track your stuff, but post to the Facebook group because that's where the party's at.
I'm over here muted talking. Does anyone have other questions? I know, let's see, we talked about expanding, which you utilize mom groups and local groups. Any other questions you guys might have? You keep them engaged. I'm going to be connecting through groups. Yep. I mean, I made a ton of friends over the weekend and I'm still making friends because they're all telling me how old the kids are and I'm like trying to keep up. It's
right.
Awesome. And then, yeah, they probably watch your stories too on Facebook. They probably start to like see more about you, which even better. So really what we've got going on here, guys, is something so simple. It's like, wait, you built a 5-star diamond team doing all of this, which is pretty amazing. But I hope that helps. If you guys don't have any other questions for Kim, I hope that helps you guys feel confident. She sends 5 to 10 invites a day, 5 to 10 follow-ups. She's making connections and friends, genuinely commenting, you know, interacting, very basic. I figured this was going to kind of be a quick call because I was like, she's going to have this thing done in like, because it's just so simple. It was such a simple conversation at lunch. And I was like, really? So then we'll get a little bit of how you, once you've invited them, how you kind of break that down, and we'll pass that little scripting on. Because I do think like, it's really awesome that if you guys look at how sorry about the dogs. If you look at how like if she gets people on Morning Meltdown or 645, or I mean, even BODi at this point, we've got BODi that's about to come out. It's the same idea because BODi is now replacing people who just want to switch things up and give variety, but it's still ongoing. And how she breaks down, like, you're going to want the discount because you're going to save this much. And that helps you guys really build for both, you know, rank and volume. And in my opinion, with this whole new program, it really allows the person to get the results before they want to become a builder. And that still gives them that opportunity to be a test group success starter. So that's what I'm really loving about the preferred customer. Okay. hold on. And then do you transition them to coaches because they are getting results? Oh,
yeah, so I do, and so like I try to maximize the Success Club points. So I usually do sign up people as a challenger or now preferred customer for the discount. And then once they're a challenger, before the Shakeology ships the next month, because I know they're getting results because I'm in their group and I'm watching them and I'm checking in with them. I have like a follow-up Friday, so I know what they're doing. I know if they hate their shakes. I know all this stuff. So I will message them before their next Shakeology ships and like, hey girl, like your Shakeology is going to ship in 6 days. And I wanted to invite you to become a coach on our team. You save $26 a month. I think you would be amazing just by sharing your story. You can get your products paid for, blah, 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 blah. And if they say, no, I'm not into it, that's when I can say like, okay, then why not be a preferred customer? Because there's literally nothing to lose and you save $26 a month on your product. And there's even after you pay that fee. And then how do I manage my time? Like I'm tired, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. So I feel like I was talking to Shauna about this morning. I feel like busier people are like more successful and they're gonna do all the things. So it's like when I'm like having like the most hectic month ever, it's when I'm still gonna like push through it and I'm still gonna like, I think when it's your passion, I think your time management becomes like, it doesn't matter. So I do work in pockets, like in between boring conference calls during the day, I'll send a couple messages. Like, I don't know, like sometimes I'll bring my phone out when I'm letting my dogs out at 6 in the morning and I'll add my story then on Instagram. Like, it's just like, it all kind of works out because it really is like what I do every day is part of my lifestyle. So it's not really time management because I'm going to do it anyway. I don't know if that makes sense.
That makes sense to me. Well, and you're only sending like 5 to 10 invites, and she has, once you guys see what she kind of sends, it's very simple. It's like so simple.
Yeah, I don't word vomit. I think that's really annoying. And I try to like teach my team, like, you don't have to like go into everything. Like I'm so simple and I only say the price because like I do think it's like a no-brainer to join for $140. Like you get this for a year, you get 30 days of something that replaces a meal. That comes out to like 33 cents a day or something ridiculous. Like make the commitment if they're serious and you've already talked to them. And if they don't want to spend that money, I'm like, I either use that as an opportunity to invite them to be a coach, because if they say I can't afford it, and I'm like, oh, well, then I have this awesome business opportunity for you. So I like when people say they can't afford it, because that's an automatic coach invite. Doesn't always pan out. But then I feel like if those that can't afford it, they're probably not my people and they're probably not in it for the long haul. And I guess I kind of just have to read them and see how the rest of the conversation goes.
Love it. Any other questions, you guys, before we let Kim go get her kiddo? I gotta go get mine, who's running around outside.
Oh.
I'm like, over here, are you out there? Okay, this was super simple, super quick. I recorded it and then I'll pass along what she says, but she's doing it full time with 3 kiddos, busy, having fun, not even on Instagram yet, which is so crazy and fun. So I hope this was awesome for you guys and helps you to take more ideas to simplify your business. Sorry, my other child making noise right now. And thank you so much, Kim. I really appreciate you doing this for us.
Yeah, anytime.
All right. Bye, guys.
Anytime. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Bye.